dimensional modulator on the blink and now air in the pipes.
Doctor! Doctor!
Oh, it's you two. Whatever's the matter. Look, if they don't have crispy duck...
Doctor, open the door now!
All right. Hold on to your wonton.
Crispy duck and egg fried rice, was it?
I think you better shut the door, Doctor.
I give up. We come to the Lau dynasty for a nice bowl of wonton and crispy duck and exactly how did you manage to upset the locals?
Let's just say the Lau Palace turned out not to be a restaurant.
Of course not. It's a palace. Which would explain the Imperial Guards hurling spears, I suppose. Maybe we should make this a takeaway. I hope you left Emperor Chanzo a good tip.
Yeah, use more salt.
Maybe just need some new valves.
Doctor, what's in here?
Don't panic, just a bump. Hardly a scrape, really.
What with?
Another spaceship! Whoa! That's new. Ooh, it's rather pretty, don't you think?
Is it real? I mean, is it really there?
Of course it is. It's a dimensional lesion. I'll show you. You see? It's a portal.
But what's it doing in the TARDIS?
Caused by the impact with that alien ship, I'd say. Rory, pass me the sonic, will you? And don't throw it!
Sorry.
Duh.
Interdimensional pressure differential. No worries, you can go and get it.
Me?
I can't go, obviously. I have to stay here and make sure the lesion doesn't close on you.
Close on me.
Hurry up! What's the Doctor without his sonic screwdriver? Inscrutable. Go! 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 Rory, perhaps you'd better hurry. This lesion looks a bit unstable.
One day, I'll be the one to stay safely in the TARDIS. Oh, it's always me that has to do these things.
Right, Amy, we're going to have to fix this lesion properly. We need a dimensional equalizer.
And have you got one?
No, of course I haven't. There's no such thing.
Well, that's useful then.
But I'm the Doctor. I can make one, can't I? I just need a Cardanium vortex tuner and a Zardak holofield trap.
And have you got those?
Of course I have, in the drawing room. Now, hurry up and find them and put them together for me.
Now, where can I find the hollow doodah and the vortex, whatchamacallit? Okay, so thing A connects to thing B, sort of, and, hey presto! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you thing C?
Oh, good work, Pom. Efficiency. That's what I like to see.
Well, I try.
It works pretty well, even if I do say so myself.
Doctor, what's this?
It's a subtemporal distress signal from another ship.
Oh, the one we, bumped?
Honestly, it was nothing more than a ding. Well, we better go and take a look. Exchange insurance details. Ah, smell that. London.
Oh, it smells like something died.
Well, of course, it's 1605. You don't think they got bubonic plague because everything was clean, do you?
Bubonic plague?
Are you worried? I'm not worried. I'm a doctor, you're a nurse. Besides, 1605 was a quiet year for the plague. Only around 400 people died from it.
So we're in London, but where?
Isn't it obvious? Underground.
I was hoping for something more specific.
You want something specific? I'll be specific. We've got a problem.
How did that get here?
I'm afraid we brought it here. It's a byproduct of our scrape with that alien ship.
Oh, a scrape now, is it? I thought it was just a bump.
Point is, this probably isn't the only one, and they're being generated by the proximity of the TARDIS and whatever we bumped into, which is fine. Only we can't go until we've found that ship, and meanwhile this legion is highly unstable, and if I'm not careful, it could swallow up the whole of London.
I'll get you the equalizer thing.
It's going to take a bit more than that. So, you two try and find that ship while I deal with this. And remember, the Lau dynasty was 400 years ago. That's when that ship crashed. Wherever we are, this is probably built on top of it.
Okay, Doctor.
And Pons, be careful.
London in the 17th century. That must be full of pomp and colour.
Upon us.
And we get stuck in a cellar.
Soon, the
Typical.
false king will be dead, and England will rejoice again in God's pleasure.
A great day for all. Now, come.
We ought to find out where these guys are heading.
Oh, these old creaking corridors make some noises that would make the dead shiver.
Do you think we can trust everyone?
We were all chosen because we can be trusted. Do not doubt that.
This all seems dodgy. Let's try and find out what they're up to. There must be some way to find out what these dodgy characters are up to.
There's several tons of gunpowder in the other room. I'm going to have to be very...
There must be some way to find out what these dodgy characters are up to. There must be some way to find out... There must be some way to find out what these dodgy characters are up to. There There must be some way to find out what these dodgy characters are up to. Nearly there. I'll be glad when we're far away from Parliament. Right, aiming this way. Faster!
Kegs. 5 of them need to be moved next door into that room. And that's where you should light the fuse.
What is this? You seek to tell me my own business?
No, just make sure things are done properly. Look, trust me. We'll need 36 barrels of gunpowder in here. Oh, and you need to set the fuse now.
Now? King James doesn't arrive until the morrow.
Listen to me, Guido, Guy, whichever. I have information that the King has come to Parliament tonight for a secret meeting. You must set the fuse now.
Doctor!
No time, no time! The Houses of Parliament are about to be blown into orbit.
Okay, they're what? Doctor, what did you just do?
Pretty neat, don't you think? The gunpowder explodes, the Rutan ship takes off. Meanwhile, Parliament is transported up here out of harm's way just for a millisecond, and no one's the wiser.
Is that the Rutans?
Yes, that'll be them.
It looks like they're coming this way.
Doctor, where is the doomsday weapon?
I have no idea. Have you lost it? You know, you really can't be too careful with doomsday weapons.
Your friends have taken it, and now we're coming to take it back.
We don't know anything about any weapon, okay?
Surrender it, or we will destroy you all.
Well, what do we have here?
I'm a boy. Question is, what the hell are you, a flaming goblin?
Field Major Kosh, the Avix patrol has come under Rutan attack.
So, they have returned. Perhaps the weapon is still here. We may yet have a chance to turn the tables on the Rutan host. Question him.
It's got to be that orb thing that Charlie ran off with. That must be the doomsday weapon.
Thing is, it looked familiar.
Familiar?
When I was at Black Rod's treasure room, there's an orb just like it set in the ceremonial mace.
Of course you did. The Rutans lost a second doomsday weapon when they crashed here. It's quite pretty for a weapon. Someone decided to incorporate it in the mace.
And we think we know who has the other one.
Charlie, yes, I heard.
You heard? You weren't even in the room.
Sound carries in the TARDIS. Have you never noticed that? I hear everything.
You hear everything?
I sometimes wear earplugs. Now, catch.
And this is...
It emits an electromagnetic pulse that will stun the Rutans. However, it'll need fixing before you go around pointing it at anything.
And where are you off to now?
We need to find both doomsday weapons before either the Rutans or the Sontarans.
The Sontarans?
Of course, you don't think they'd be so worried about just any Rutan ship buried under Parliament, do you? They knew about the doomsday weapons. If they get their hands on one, they could adapt it to destroy the Rutans. Exactly as the Rutans were going to destroy them.
Maybe we should just leave them to it.
We can't. Never mind the immorality of genocide, we have to get Parliament back to Earth, and we can't do that with Sontarans and Rutans marching stroke floating about.
So we've got to find Charlie.
You find Charlie, I'm going to find Black Rod.
We should split up. We'll cover more ground faster.
Sontarans!
So much for transporting Parliament out of harm's way. Some cleaners are really going to have their hands full in this one.
Was this? Go find Charlie, let's split up. Why does it always end up with me getting shot at?
Where is the Rutan weapon?
I don't know what you're on about. I want to go home. My sister Annie, she's sick.
I know it's been a difficult day with aliens and Parliament floating in space and everything, but believe me, I've got a plan, and it's a good plan. And this is part of the plan. My very, very good plan, if you just put the sword down so the plan doesn't come to an abrupt and frankly messy end. And I'll explain everything.
Sir, I've had my mind lost to hairless devils, been attacked by giant orbs of flying light, and been blasted into the ether by plotters determined to kill my sovereign. The only thing of which I am sure is the yard of cold steel in my hand, and my determination to run it through your gizzard.
Well, since you put it like that, I can, of course, sense the tension in the room. And tension is never good, not when a lot of it is humming down the blade of a sword. So, tell me, what can I do to turn this around and gain your trust? I know it's been a difficult day with aliens and Parliament floating in space and everything, but believe me, I've got a plan, and it's a good plan. And this is part of the plan, my very, very good plan. If you just put the sword down so the plan doesn't come to an abrupt and frankly messy end, and I'll explain everything.
Sir, I've had my mind lost to hairless devils, been attacked by giant orbs of flying light, and been blasted into the ether by plotters determined to kill my sovereign.
Explosive expert Guy Fawkes to detonate the gunpowder as King James entered the Houses of Parliament on November the 5th.
The only thing of which I am sure is the yard of cold steel in my hand, and my determination to run it through your gizzard.
According to your established history books, this plot was foiled due to an anonymous tip-off. Fawkes was located.
Well, since you put it like that, I can, of course, sense the tension in the room. And tension is never good, not when a lot of it is coming down the blade of a sword. So, tell me, what can I do to turn this around and gain your trust?
I apologize. I truly do, sir. But I hope you understand my predicament.
Ah, come on. And you've brought a gun. You really shouldn't have. The mace, the ceremonial mace you carry, is actually an alien doomsday device that could potentially destroy the world and the entire Sontaran species with it. Please, hand it over so I can disarm it.
Such strange words. Such strange claims. You are either telling the truth or a greater spinner of yarns than Bill Shakespeare himself.
You called, my lady?
We've got to find the doctor.
know you two are running around threatening each other with pointy things. Why don't you just put that sword down and we can discuss this like grown-ups?
How dare you address me thus?
Ah,
Prepare to meet your maker. We will take the
on the
doomsday
ceremonial mason,
weapon.
Carrie. It's not what
in his
you
house.
think it is.
Give
It
it
was
to
dug
me.
from the ground that this
Listen to
great
you.
palace
You're
was
like
built
a bunch
upon.
of kids.
You can have no idea what it
Anyone
really
that's going
is.
to wage war on each other for 10,000 years is worse than kids.
What if it really is?
Santa!
You seem to mystify me with
Do you know what
description.
I...
If there's anything you've ever seen
I
in
don't
this
think
world
any of
glow
you can
like
even
that.
remember what you went to war over in the first place.
Give me the
Indeed.
doomsday
It
weapon,
glows with
Doctor.
an unearthly light. What
This,
you say
you
may
want
be the
this?
truth, or it
how
may be
about on the
sorcery.
ceremonial mason?
Secret.
It's not what you think.
It was dug from the ground that this great palace was what
Two
it
doomsday
really
weapons.
is.
The dictionary
You
definition
seek
of
to
overkill,
mystify me with
if you ask
distraction.
me. Or look at it another way. Plenty from beyond the stars in your sky. Why
Look
not
at
have
it.
one?
There's anything you've
One
ever
to wipe
seen
out
in
the
this world
Sontarans,
glow like that.
The other reset to destroy the entire Rutan host.
What
Indeed.
treachery is this?
It glows with an unearthly
I
light.
prefer to call it stalemate.
What you
Go
say
ahead,
may be the truth,
activate your
or it
weapon.
may be
But
sorcery.
you never know.
Truth be known,
You might be carrying
anything
your own
is possible
species.
after what I've seen this day.
Sontarans laugh.
This, my
God,
friend, is a sort of
trinkets, don't
A
scare me.
brilliant strategy,
Defend
Doctor.
yourself.
You have rendered
weapons in
both
the whole
devices
universe.
ineffective.
And unless you put
Once
that sword
more,
down, this strange,
war
whiny
is
noise.
If you kill me, the king won't stand a
War is never
chance.
honourable.
What do you know of the king?
This
He's in
device
great
could have
danger.
ended the bloodshed of 10 millennia, Doctor, in an instant. How many millions more lives have you now sentenced to a bloody death?
Yes, I know.
War right now.
A letter
I could
was sent
activate
to
both
Lord
weapons,
Salisbury,
destroy
a
both
warning of a
species
Catholic
in an
plot.
instant. And maybe you deserve it.
This is
No.
knowledge to
Genocide is no solution to a war,
Or
even
the
between
plotters
Sontarans and the
themselves.
Rutan host. Now push off if I change my mind.
Doctor, that was brilliant.
Thank you. And for my next trick,
The bald devils you saw
put in
left
Parliament
Sontarans,
back where
and they
it
want
belongs
your
before
mates
anyone
too.
notices.
But believe me, they're
Like
nothing
that
like as
Guy
reasonable as I am.
Fawkes.
They won't ask you, so take it.
Sontarans
I left
have
him in a
no
long room
arms
with
to hold
36,000
And your
English
sword
steel.
just won't stop.
and soon it'll be midnight.
Doctor! What has taken place? The door was jammed, or locked. By God's own grace alone, I have survived. What news of the king?
What trickery is this?
William
How could you know
You
your
still have
knowledge of
36,000
events?
gunpowder. Your place in history is
Warning
assured.
him.
Still,
Stay away from
these things
Believe
fail
me,
to
they will
satisfy
light
me on which
bonfires
side your
all your
allegiances
name.
lie.
Really
Centuries to
disappointed
come,
if you
people
run
will
me
know this
through.
is Guy Fawkes' night.
Do you think so?
Not you
Lord
of
Robert
those of
Cecil,
whom you know
first Earl
nothing,
of Salisbury,
knave.
Spy Master
Very
of
well.
King James, Defender of England, and Bob's his friend, and Bob's me. Run me through, and you'll really get bothered.
Your silver tongues. Fine tale, sir. But you'll have to try harder than that to save your skin.
Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
I'm one of Salisbury's agents, code name.
This may be the case. But how am I to know? You may be a double agent, sir.
No, really. Double agents, triple agents. It gets quite confusing.
Perhaps you speak the truth. Can you prove this?
I have my credentials right here.
You will stand still and await the arrival of Field Major Karsh, or be eliminated. The Sontarans